day we met. I should have never come up to you, T. We both would have been so much better off. What did you say your name was?
Most call me Torque.
What kind of a full name is that? I can never call you that.
But you can call me whatever you want. You seem like a man who wants to be a real player. I've got a proposition. It'll make you more money than a year of sparring with pretenders at that so-called gym.
Even when you treat me to a nice night out, I like coming back here, T, where it all started. The old broken down gazebo. Where'd you get all that green anyway? What'd you say that guy's name was?
Blackmore. You meet her here, am I right? If you're gonna make it far, you need to be unattached. My people need to be thinking clear and sharp, not to be swayed by what some pretty face whispers in their ear. I suggest you lose her.
This is no way to raise a family, T. No amount of money is worth it. And he's just using you.
You're making a mistake. You were born to play the game. You can't walk away from it. You remember one thing. Every time night falls, I'm out there waiting for you.
He called me, T, at work. He said... I can't even repeat it. But he told me I should think about my children. What the hell is that supposed to mean? What have you gotten us into?
This is a pleasant surprise. I was hoping to see the inner sanctum of a grade A sociopath, but I've landed the genuine article instead. I want to know all about you and what defines you.
Shut up, you little whore!
What the?
I will gut you, and you will pay for it!
Like hell!
What do you have in there, Torque? She gonna find out your secrets? You know that's how these bitches work. They slide up in close and try to suck your life away. Be careful she doesn't empty you. What's that little cunt up to anyway?
You know, they say you save somebody, you responsible for them, or something. You have to look after me now. I mean it.
I say away when the man
Talk,
say no.
talk. Always a pleasure. Yet seeing you is still so bittersweet. We have so much ground to cover, and I simply cannot do it with all this rabble in the way. Let's see here. Ever see the effects of purified narcotics on the human brain? Best to have a look while they're still alive. Ah, yes, most fascinating. Good medical subjects are so hard to find. They just keep dying on me. Such a fragile thing, the human mind. Hardly takes any effort at all to make it snap. You see, quite sad. Now to work. If I'm going to cure you permanently this time, I'm going to need to make certain you explore your inner child. Your angry child. To help us, I have found a strain of creature quite unique. To defeat it, you will need to use that inner beast talk. Let it all out. There's only one way to do it, talk. Tremendous talk! A most profound breakthrough! Now that that's out of the way, on to the other half of your problems. Listen and learn, talk. You now realize your problems stem from that nasty piece of work, Blackmore. I wonder who might know where he is.
I got the word on Blackmore. Soon I'm gonna know what he's doing before he does it. One day I'll get that scheming shyster.
Ah, yes, your dear friend Miles. But where to find him at a time like this?
My bar is like the womb for me. I go there to be safe. World's ending, that's where you find me.
Voila! And I've left you something that will lead you right to him.
My baby, he just wouldn't stop crying. My poor little boy, I just couldn't take it no more. I had to lock him away. But I was just crying louder. You hear him?
Freddie couldn't take the low, couldn't weather the storm. He burned out big time.
y'all was balling in your mama's arms.
Aching. Ain't no good to be aching. This.
Gonna need the mother of all fixes to get me to forget about this.
That's right, y'all ain't got nothing on me.
Who got the good package this week, huh?
Aching.
I'm just son.
Downstairs is bad news.
You got something for me? Oh man. I don't care how step on just son. Oh, child.
Ain't no good to be aching like this.
I was cooking up and y'all was balling in your mama's arms.
Moms, where'd you go, Mom?
Don't need none of that.
You had to go searching for the fix. Ain't no way. Wait. Y'all.
We'll be safe up here. Till the ship runs out.
You got something for me, man. Anything. I don't care how step on just son.
Moms, where'd you go, Moms?
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm coming, little boy.
Nothing can ruin you, T.
Roll.
Aching.
Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll. I gotta give me some death roll.
Gonna need the mother of all fixes to get me to forget about this.
You got something for me, man? Anything. I don't care how stepped on just some.
They ain't made it up this far, man.
Y'all ain't got nothing on me.
What you got? Red gas, blue gas, I don't care. I even take a spider bag. Come on. What is this up?
I was cooking up and y'all was balling in your mama's arms.
Moms, where'd you go, Moms?
They ain't made it up this far, man. We'll be safe up here.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm coming, little boy. For me, man. Anything.
Nothing
I
can
don't
ruin
care how
you, T.
step on just some. Let me get this wrap off of you. Let you breathe a little bit.
Moms, where'd you go, Moms?
Where's my baby boy?
They ain't made it up this far, man. We'll be safe up here. Till the ship runs out.
Y'all ain't got nothing on me.
Moms, where'd you go, Moms?
Gonna need the mother of all fixes to get me to forget about this.
He won't forget.
I don't care how step on just some.
They ain't made it up this far, man. Shoot, we'll be safe up here till the ship runs out. bad news. Shit, don't need none of that.
That's right, y'all ain't got nothing on me.
Baby!
Who needs the mother of all fixes to get me to forget about this?
You got something for me, man? Anything.
Where's my baby boy?
I don't care how stepped on, just something.
Black spot. I see another black spot.
That's right, y'all ain't got nothing on me.
Oh,
Moms,
Jesus!
where'd you go, Moms?
Downstairs was the bad news. Shit, don't need none of that.
No! Where's my baby boy?
Aching. Aching like this.
That's right, y'all ain't got nothing on me.
Who needs the mother of all fixes to get me to forget about this?
Moms, where'd you go, Moms?
What you got? Red calves, blue calves? I don't care. I even take a spider back. This is
Where's my baby boy?
Who needs the mother of all fixes to get me to forget about this?
Let's roll. I gotta give me some death roll.
Oh, Jesus! No!
That's right, y'all ain't got nothing on me.
He's gotta be.
Fucking shithole this is. Let's move on.
You got the package?
No sign of him. Jordan will just have to live with that.
Watch what you say. Let's get ready to roll with two back at the dock.
Location's clear. Hit it. Fucking done here.
Slayer. This is the most
Target's neutralized. He's gotta be.
Fucking shithole this is. Let's move on. Right then. We gotta move!
Target's neutralized. He's gotta be.
Fucking shithole this is. Let's move on.
You got the message?
No sign of him. Jordan will just have to live with that.
Watch what you're saying.
Moms! Where'd you go, Moms?
Over here. I'll tell you everything.
Black spot. I see another.
Your anger always got the best of you, T. Your anger in here is what sent you inside and started us down the road. And then later the anger's what made you snap, made you hit me, made you kill me. T, why'd you pick that road for us?
So what? Blackmore threatening Carmen? That's a high crime.
He's here.
Blackmore's here? Where? Show me that shifty snake oil dealer. I've never laid eyes on him.
Hey, I know your old lady. Fucking nice rack. Wouldn't mind a piece of that. What I hear? She's
Watch what you saying to my friends. You up in my place, so you gonna show some respect to a man with a family.
Oh, and your boy Corey? I sold him some rock just last week. He loves it. Makes him forget all about
What
you.
did you do to my boy?
Fucking whore you're married to. How you even know he's yours?
Violence suits you.
That's raw, Torque! You opened up his gray matter all over my brand new floor?
He got off easy.
Freeze right there!
What's
Reach the floor!
What's the police doing up in here? Hey, get these bracelets off of me! We was set up! You done got the wrong guys, man! That shape-shifting Blackmore, why don't you arrest his
I
Teflon
told
ass?
you couldn't walk away. And what's the little lady gonna say now?
What's the word, Torque? You hearing this? I saw you go in there, my man. I'm up top the roof outside the bar for real. Yeah, that's right. I got a radio off one of them soldier boys. They been tracking your sorry self. Now come on out here and holler at your boy Miles.
Yeah, that's right. I like to put a distance between myself and the chaos and confusion. Now we gotta get the real deal on Blackmore. I want that fool dead in the ground. Come on, I know where we can go. Got the ladder down for you. Get your ass on up here. Look front. I've seen these guns before. They're totally bugging. I ain't having none of that hot lead treatment. Ow, ow.
Keep the heat on!
It'll be all right.
For so long.
These people keep us safe. They call it a deal.
Thank you for letting us use you.
No one is far enough underground for my quarry to escape. You cannot hide from the truth. You are property, and I return property to its rightful owner. Slaves cannot run forever. But you know nothing of the craft. How does it feel to be the prey? Each man has a scent to him. The hunters never forget. Take pleasure in killing my hounds. Each man has the tools of his trade. Mine just happen to be living and hungry. Once they get your scent, they won't lose you. Each man has the tools of his trade. Mine just happen to be living and hungry. You like to think of yourself as a hunter, but you know nothing of the craft. How does it feel to be the prey? Take pleasure in killing my hounds. Each man has a scent to him. My hunters never forget. Once they get your scent, they won't lose you. You like to think of yourself as a hunter, but you know nothing of the craft. How does it feel to be the prey? Take pleasure in killing my hounds. Each man has the tools of his trade. Mine just happen to be living and hungry. Each man has a scent to him. My hunters never forget. Take pleasure in killing my hounds. You like to think of yourself as a hunter, but you know nothing of the craft. How does it feel to be the prey? Once they get your scent, they won't lose you. Each man has the tools of his trade. Mine just happen to be living and hungry. Take pleasure in killing my hounds. You like to think of yourself as a hunter, but you know nothing of the craft. How does it feel to be the prey? Each man has a scent to him. My hunters never forget. Once they get your scent, they won't lose you. Take pleasure in hounds. Each man has the tools of his trade. Mine just happen to be living and hungry. You like to think of yourself as a hunter, but you know nothing of the craft. How does it feel to be the prey? Take pleasure in killing my hounds. Each man has a scent to him. My hunters never forget. Once they get your scent, they won't lose you. Each man has the tools of his trade. Mine just happened.
They're so hungry. Can't nothing lose them.
Dogs are coming back
Hearing
soon.
that barking. Just that damn
They got
barking.
a chunk out of Jim's flesh already.
We'll take you in. It'll no is far enough from the ground for my warrant to escape. You cannot hide from the truth. You are property, and I return property to its rightful owner. Slaves cannot run forever. Once they get your scent, they won't lose you. Man has a scent to him. Our hunters never forget. Each man has the tools of his trade. Mine just happen to be and hungry. Take pleasure in killing my hounds.
Dogs are coming back soon.
What was I doing listening to them?
What have we done? Nobody coming for
one
us.
day.
Never coming.
Lord, I pray we do.
Daddy, you see me?
They got a chunk out of
Should I jump
Jim's
like
flesh
Corey
already.
did?
So hungry. Can't nothing lose.
Running. Just running
We were
so
safe
long.
before. Now we just
So
dead.
tired.
I hear
They got a
that
chunk out of
barking.
Jim's flesh
Just
already.
that damn barking.
Dogs are coming back soon.
They're so hungry. Can't nothing lose them.
Running so long.
We were
so
safe
tired.
before. Now we just dead.
What have we done?
Hey, you hear me, Torque? Lost you there for a minute. Now, see, it's like this. Those crazy soldier boys, they work for this shorty named Jordan. You seen her? And here's the real deal, though. She works for Blackmore. I'll get you to her, she'll get us to him.